Welcome to our living room. Welcome to the Disney couch. Welcome to the 16th movie.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh yeah.
Another princess at last.
Yay!
I think are really seen as the true Disney classics.
I've got a good feeling about this one because our last two princess movies were right up there in the rankings.
Oh yeah.
I saw it once and she's just so boring. She hardly has any lines at all. And
Yes,
she's
she is
just
the
so,
Disney princess with the fewest lines.
But I don't think I've ever really sat down, watched the whole thing start to finish, so this will be a first for me, so I'm going to keep an open mind about the mysterious Aurora.
This was actually the last time that in Walt Disney's lifetime that they adapted a fairy tale. And it wasn't until The Little Mermaid that they put the fairy tale hat back on and started remaking these things. Sleeping Beauty wasn't all that successful in the box office. I think part of it is that it was really expensive for them to produce because they were producing this for years and years. So it cost them $6 million to make this movie in 1959. And that was like 3 times as much as it cost to make Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, and Lady and the Tramp. But they were building Disneyland at this time, so I think Walt had a few other things on his mind. And you can tell they made good stuff because in the long haul, all of these movies, except maybe Saludos Amigos, wound up making a whole boatload of money, and what they've got works. And we're about to see one of those.
Let's watch Sleeping Beauty, guys!
Alright.
Excellent idea.
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream.
Stunning.
I want to see once upon a dream.
You know, I think the key for me to enjoy some of the classic Disney movies a little more is actually watch them. Because I think as like, you know, a busy mom, I think a lot of times you have the movie on, but you're doing other things, or maybe we're driving in the van somewhere.
Yep.
So I've only half watched so many Disney movies, but this is the first time I've actually watched Sleeping Beauty all the way through and kind of get the whole fight scene at the end, and it was good.
The effects were really well done. Like for the 1950s, that's a big deal.
I liked it. I found some of the characters a little annoying at times, like especially Sleeping Beauty. Aurora. She was a little dramatic after meeting Prince Philip once.
When she
Yes.
was
She's like,
16.
I have to go be a princess. I'll never see him again. I mean, I like the dramatic irony that neither of them knew that they were actually betrothed. That was cool, but like, calm down.
Well, there are a few rather huge gaping plot holes that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, why didn't they just wait another day before they told Aurora what was going on?
Most annoying thing.
Why didn't they keep her hidden just, like 6 hours longer? And it seems that Maleficent, as evil as she is, had some serious minion management skill problems. Her army of goons was searching for 16 years for a baby. And she didn't realize this until 16 years down the line.
They never had a staff meeting or something about it, and check in with the boss. At the end of it all, the star of this movie would have had to have been Maleficent with her great entrances and exits in a cloud of green smoke.
She's a really cool character. I think that's why she got the live action remake and not Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Because she's much more intriguing than Sleeping Beauty.
And I've always wondered with Maleficent, what is her backstory? How did she become the mistress of all evil? Did she start as the secretary of bad intentions and work her way up the corporate ladder, or what?
The other thing that I really enjoyed about this one is the final scene and how it was such a good triumphing over evil fight, I guess that's what makes Maleficent such a good evil character, is that she's just, she's not just misunderstood. She's just plain old evil. She's using the powers of hell to turn her into a dragon.
By this point, you have zero sympathy for Maleficent.
Yeah.
And even though Prince Philip was experiencing love at first sight, he really demonstrates to us that love will find a way.
With my watercolor calligraphy, I just found the quote on the internet and I thought it was deep enough to put on paper.
All right, well, enough dilly-dallying.
As Flora would say.
Let's get to the scoreboard. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Yes.
The kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Got that kiss.
Yeah.
Wakes her up.
True love's kiss.
Yeah. And we even had some Twitterpation. You wouldn't think that this movie is really primed for Twitterpation, but right at the end, they cut from dancing in a castle to dancing on some clouds. Nobody
Yes.
seemed to notice. They just kept going.
Like,
He fell in love with her for her singing, pretty much, didn't he?
It took her like 3 seconds to get over the stranger danger, and then she's like, oh, well, I
It
get what
was-
to do.
Duet.
Yeah, this is our first official duet.
I walked with you once upon a dream.
Basically, the duet was the whole basis of their courtship,
I
Yeah.
know.
their dating
Like,
relationship.
Once upon a dream. He didn't even meet her once upon a dream.
Well,
She
how
met
did he
him
know?
once upon a dream, but he's kind of like, oh
Yeah.
yes, once upon a dream, of course.
Well, we
Yes.
don't know.
Whatever
Maybe-
you say, princess.
That's our thing.
Once upon a
Maybe
dream
dream.
can be our always.
Hit song.
I love you. Okay. Yeah.
We've sang this way too much.
Yes, and yeah, it's true. That's the one that gets stuck in our heads. That's the one that we're singing afterwards. So,
Witchy villain.
Yeah.
hmm.
Only all the powers of hell.
Mistress of all evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely, used spells and I don't know.
And had a thing for green fire. Yeah, Maleficent was really rocking the green and purple aesthetic even when she turned into a dragon.
Yeah.
She made it happen. So, full points for style, Maleficent.
Well,
Yeah.
so then that brings us to the next one.
Ugly villain.
She had green skin.
And she had
Unexplained green skin.
And she had a really pointy
Yeah,
nose.
she had a
And
pretty
yellow
long
eyes.
nose. And her smile was such a beautiful smile. Like,
Yeah, she was like sort of elegantly ugly.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
Death by falling.
Oh, well, the dragon fell at the end.
well,
Yeah.
but she got stabbed with a sword first.
Yeah.
I think that's what killed her.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think she was still alive as she was falling down.
Which is kind of interesting because this is maybe one of the only Disney movies where Philip and the fairies had to kill her, had to kill the dragon.
If she didn't fall, if they didn't make her fall, then Philip would have had to run up there, take his sword, pull it out of the dragon's
Chop her head
chest,
off.
and hack
Yeah.
its head off, right?
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
So I think the falling is a convenient way just to eliminate
Dispose
her.
of the body.
Even if
Death
they're
including falling.
Alcohol.
Lute player was really
Yes.
enjoying that 16-year-old wine.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, there was like a whole scene basically of the two kings getting hammered together.
Yeah, and then they start having a sword fight with fish. Walt, what were you thinking, man?
Missing parents.
Yeah,
Where is Philip's mother?
yeah, and Brian Rose was gone for most of the movie, so she never met her parents.
Yeah, but we knew where her parents were the whole time.
Yeah, but they were missing in her life.
Well,
Yeah.
Like she was an orphan.
And we counted it for Dumbo.
Even though they're
And
in the
Prince
movie a
Philip
lot.
didn't have a mother.
Yeah, missing parents, at least for Rose.
Those family dynamics were pretty messed up, actually.
Yeah.
You know, Aurora comes down the stairs at the end, and she's like, "Oh, you're my mother. Hello. You're my father. Hello."
And now I must dance with my prince.
Yes. Now we'll ignore you all and go down some clouds. It was strange.
Yeah.
Dad with a stash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both
Two
dads.
dads.
Bonus.
Should we
Well,
give it 2 points?
No.
No, I don't think Sleeping Beauty needs any more points. It's racking them up pretty good so far.
Talking animals.
Well, Aurora talked to the animals. and
Yeah,
we
but
count
the
them.
animals didn't talk though.
Yeah, but they behaved humanly.
She conversed with the owl
Yeah.
and she danced with him.
Well,
and
that's because the owl just says "whoo" and she thinks it's a question. You
the owl
know.
also like harmonized his whoos with her.
Yeah, and the owl and the animals created a dancing partner for her.
And we,
Oh, they do that in the wild all the time.
and
And don't forget Samson. He both like rolled his eyes, which I thought was great. And also King Cupid at one point was like, "Is this true?" And Samson's like, "Yep." And like straight up asked the horse for confirmation.
And the horse nodded.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I guess it counts.
Unlikely partnership.
Oh yeah, all the time. The owl and the squirrel. Okay, no.
Hidden Mickey.
yep,
Yeah.
spotted 2. And Mickey shaped cookie.
And the bubbles.
It's probably hard not to make a hidden Mickey
Yeah.
if you're
that's
doing a
true.
whole screen of bubbles. So yeah.
The book intro.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a very
yeah.
fancy book. It's like gold and like covered in jewels.
Yeah, they were like totally unapologetic about the book on this one. They're like, guys, this is straight from a storybook, and we're gonna read you the book.
Yeah, in fact, kind of like kept referring back to the pages of the book.
Yes.
And a narrator kept telling the story, and so you really felt like you were reading a fairy tale that suddenly came to life.
Yep,
Or
they
having a-
closed it at the end and did a nice zoom out. So yeah, it's like the quintessential book opening in this
Yeah.
one, I think.
Resurrection.
She didn't die.
Yes,
Sleeping Beauty
she
did not
did.
die.
And
No,
then-
she slept.
Do we
Sleeping
count it as a
Beauty.
resurrection? I would
No,
say.
you're waking up.
Yes.
Well, I would say we count it as a resurrection because once she woke up, then her life continued. As long as she was asleep, she would be asleep forever. Her life was over. It was the kiss that brought her back into her life
Yeah.
and to Philip's life.
I agree with Mother.
Thank you.
I think we should give it a full mark.
I'm thinking half, because she wasn't dead. Resurrection means from death to life.
Yeah, but
Was she really living if she couldn't have Philip? My life is over.
Yeah.
I have to be a princess.
And yeah, we are
Yeah.
going to give Sleeping Beauty full
full
marks.
marks. Yay!
I think we've made it to the end of our list, so let's see how Sleeping Beauty stacks up.
Are you ready?
We're ready. Total for Sleeping Beauty.
13 out of 14! Bring out the balloons!
I can't believe it. 13. Only one. I can't believe it. This is so happy. La, 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 la.
This is Ellie on a regular basis.
All right,
More dramatic
so-
than Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, well, thanks for coming with us. We get to crown a new Ultimate Disney movie. Sleeping Beauty makes it all the way to the top of the charts. It's our most Disney of the Disney movies so far, so glad you could be here to share this momentous occasion with us. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share the video. Put some comments down below if you got anything to say or you disagree with, you think it should only get 12 and a half, then, put that in there. Well, I think that's all we've got from the Disney Couch tonight, so thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next Monday for another edition of the Ultimate Disney Movie.
Now can we watch the bonus picture?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Bye!
Yay. Bye.
And we even had some Twitterpation. You didn't think this was a really ripe... Yeah, that's not the right word. You wouldn't...
Yeah, come Sleeping Beauty. Wasn't drooling on her pillow.
That's right.
She's not
For all
Anna.
eternity.
That's creepy.
That's how it would go if I was Sleeping Beauty.